We're down in the touch hole as usual, and I'm Jono, and decided today that I'm going to make a video on the actual real XY pads that are inside the Jono, not Bono Cubase touch controller. Obviously, many thanks to Clelson Lopes, the long-suffering genius that I'm working with. But yeah, so let's get into Cubase. I made a video a few weeks back showing me just fooling about with an XY pad and a couple of XY pads and stuff, and we were really chuffed that we could use the number pad and you could type in the CC, and there's a little problem with that because sometimes the QWERTY keyboard isn't recognized over a network and stuff. So we rethought that, and then we rethought a lot of other stuff. So I'm going to show you what is actually going to be in this. And not to sound like Spitfire, but I am super excited about it. So yeah, let me get the touch screen up, full screen. Basically, if we go onto XY pads, let me just explain the layout of this. Now, here is the XY pad here. And we have a ball, obviously. And what we actually have added to this initially is basically we have feedback now, to actually give the user feedback up here on the X. This is the X and this is the Y. And if you see, this is moving. But we've also given the X and the Y values so you can actually see exactly what value each is at, which is really useful. The next thing I'm going to show you is that, just for convenience here, let's we've got an easel down here, and I say convenience on the eye, like you can change the color of it. So let's change this to yellow. Obviously it goes yellow. Now over here on the left we've got the X and the Y selection tool. So obviously I'm using my mouse, but I'll use my finger now. I'm going to click here, touch here. Before we were using the number pad. That's the thing of the past, instantly. But I'm going to touch that, and we have a number pad that comes up, and now we can type in any CC that we want. So let's just choose CC2, and then we hit enter. And you notice how that says CC2. We also can change the MIDI channel up to 16. And, you know, if you ever need that, you could use that to send out to hardware if you wanted. And the same goes for the Y. So let's change that to 3. And there we are. So now, before I show you the next feature, let's get Cubase up. And I'll show you something, what these bits here, X and Y, actually do. So now you should see Cubase and the touch controller up there. And I don't know if you, I mean, so many people love this synth, and including me, but ZebraHZ, not Zebra, HZ. Basically, it's one of the best synths ever. And I'm going to demonstrate this. It's got 4 XY pads, and I've got a preset just loaded just to save time on this video, but this preset has already got functionality assigned to each XY pad in here. And in this synth, not to go too deeply into this, but each XY pad can have 16 parameters assigned, so it can get pretty wild. So I'm going to just hit an octave, and I'm going to play with the mouse here just to show you what this one XY pad does. Okay, so how do we just instantly assign this? You've probably already clocked how to do this, but I'm not going to go into teaching you everything about Zebra. I mean, I don't even know everything about Zebra, but let me just clear these out. If you click up here on the wrench, this is where you can actually send stuff and learn stuff, and obviously down here's XY. So I'm going to click on this here, and then there's a white ring. And basically, let's just quickly make this touchscreen big again. You see over here where there's an X, okay? I'm going to assign this to, let's just assign it to some made up stuff. Let's go for 50, right? Now, when I touch that X, what it does is it fires out CC50 on channel 1, because we've got channel 1 there. If I put it on channel 2, it would do the channel 2 if that was set up. So I'm going to go back to the small touch screen, and then I'm going to, if you look at the white ring, This is just for people that don't use Zebra, just to show this is working. Okay, so I'm now going to touch this here. If you look at the touch screen and now the white ring, you see it auto-assigned. So I'm going to change this Y to CC51. And then I'm going to click on Y. Oh, wait, hold on. I just did one step too wrong. Okay, hold on, here we go. I'm going to assign X onto that. And then I just forgot to click on there, on this one here. And then I'm going to hit Y. And now that's assigned. And if I move the XY pad, you will see it's moving XY pad 1. So okay, so let's go back to full screen with the touch screen for a second. Now you understand how easy this is just to get a CC, fire it off, MIDI learn. So now if you look on the left here, we've got XY 1, 2 and 4, and we've got it on the right hand side as well. And the reason for that is for being ambidextrous or left or right handed. If you're playing bass lines, you're going to want your right hand to change things. So we thought it'd be good to have it on both sides. Now, if I press XY2, we have 2, and that is not the big reveal here. If you notice that the color and the XY value, the XY CC values and channel values, they have stored, they've carried over to this. And that's so you don't have to re-input this nonsense, like, you know, so it stores. Now, let's assign CC pad 2, XY pad 2, I should say, in Zebra. So first thing I would do is let's color it green. And then let's just use another CC. Let's go, I'll just do it with my fingers, just show you how quick this is. Let's go 52. Let's do the next one as 53. And then basically here in Zebra, let's actually click on that. I'm going to fire off X here. So I'm just going to use my finger. That's now assigned. I'm going to click on here. I'm going to fire off Y. And now it's controlling that. So I'm going to do this with one hand. I should have plugged the sustain pedal in, but I haven't. I need to play some Van Halen again and get my fingers spreading. But yes, you can see that's completely independent. So let's assign the next ones. There's no guesses. When you press XY4, we have 4. So the third one, we're going to color red. And then let's go for CC54, CC55. Let's do this one, blue. And this one's going to be 56, 57. And then we've got to go back into here. We'll quickly MIDI learn this. Fire off X. And then fire off Y. And then we do this one here. Fire off X, fire off Y. And now you'll see that that is controlling 3. And this one is controlling 4. I'll do it with the mouse, you can see. And it is as easy as that. And now you can control each of these in Zebra. You can have 16 parameters each. So, you know, if you set some stuff up, you have a wild time with this, but and we have created something in the controller called AS, which is a very grown-up term for automatic saving system. So when you close this down for the night or whatever you're doing, it will remember every single thing. It will remember the location of the balls. Let me make it big. It will remember the location of the balls, the values, the colors, the CC assignments, the channels. It will remember the panning positions, the fader positions, the switch positions, what panels you've loaded. It will remember everything. So, you know, you don't have to set this up every single time. Like, but we'll make a video about AS another time. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but hopefully that shows you what the XY pads are doing. So I don't want to get sucked into any more of this. It's a vortex, of one of which one can only dream to escape. You know, as you can see, everything's gone to hell down here, so it is time to leave. until next time, I hope that's injected a little bit of technological excitement in your day, and catch you soon.